So why does your twin flame keep coming back? That is probably one of the most mysterious questions that I've gotten for many years. So to stay tuned, because today I'm going to share with you why they keep returning. Hello, fellow flames. In case we haven't met, my name is Dr. Harmony, and I will help you live fearless, live loved, and live free. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And if returning, welcome back. Make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you know when all my videos and content come live. So to help you understand why your twin flame keeps coming back, I want to start by helping you understand that a twin flame relationship, a twin flame connection, is all about energy. The energetic template that you embody, that is the flow within yourself, that balances your own inner masculine and inner feminine energies, that creates a state of resonance and a state of frequency that allows you to attract to you that which you are. So because like attracts like, then you're going to attract the experiences and the people that you need in order to mirror for you what you need to see within yourself. And because there are soul contracts, and those soul contracts you make with your twin flame, you make with other karmic partners, you make with soulmates, it doesn't really matter. We can lose the label here because the world is your mirror. And as we go through the ascension portal, everyone is ascending and everyone is meeting on a specific frequency of energy that's going to attract to you what you need to create the situation you need to undergo for you to be able to experience within yourself what you need to experience to be able to complete a lesson that your soul chose to learn. And so you've contracted with the world of anybody that crosses your path to be able to help you discover who you are. And basically you are collecting the fragments of yourself that has been separated from, that you haven't seen, or you haven't healed, or you haven't been able to bring balance to those specific things within your plan of your soul blueprint that you chose to set yourself up to go through these things so you could bring balance to your soul at the end of the day. So what that means is, when it comes to why does your twin flame keep coming back, they keep coming back to show you a side of you you haven't seen, you haven't felt, or you haven't been able to really call back your power. Because all of these things that you're going through that we're talking about is a soul retrieval for you to be able to clear out what's not working and call back your power that you've lost in certain situations. Or it's also an opportunity then to correct an imbalance in the energy that I talked about. So you've been out of balance, say, in your masculine or your feminine energies. And say, for instance, you've been out of balance being a wounded masculine inside of a feminine body. And I shouldn't even say feminine body, because it's not even gender. It's more of who's the most dominant within their divine feminine energy. So regardless of the gender, you could be a masculine dominant person, meaning that you show up being in control. You show up having these certain expectations, or being this doer or fixer, or trying to do all these things that you've been out of balance within yourself because you're giving and you're not receiving. And you're needing to learn how to receive. And a lot of this with the twin flame comes into, you've given your power away to the idea that they're going to be your person, or they are going to make you feel the way they make you feel through the loving experience you have with them. And then what happens is you've came into one side of that place with them, and now they return for you to do the complete opposite that you did with them the first time. So whatever you did, whether it was you were the chaser, or you were the one projecting onto them what you needed, or you had an expectation, or you were trying to fix them, you were giving your power away to them. And now through this correcting of this imbalance within yourself, you have to repeat the experience to get the complete opposite side of yourself, meaning take back the power you lost. So twin flame or not, people keep returning in people's lives in order to complete something, to bring it full circle, to clear whatever's not working, to collect back what you've lost, then for you to create the space to connect to more yourself, connect to more of your higher frequency, to more of your higher power, to call in more of your future self. That is the person that is going to be empowered and that has love within, not from with needing to fill that void. So to recap that, and just to make it even a little simpler, you basically have experienced things with your twin flame that have caused you to lose a part of yourself. But in the losing a part of yourself, you're losing the part of yourself that no longer serves you. That is not the side of yourself that's going forward with your future higher self, your highest version, and the side of you that you came here to embody and to become. And through this ascension rebirth, we're letting go of who we've been. We're now being asked to decide who we want to be. And then we're going through all these experiences to help us get from where we are to where we are supposed to be. And in that, though, what happens is you continue to look back. You continue to hold on to the experience. You continue to hold on to your patterns, your thoughts, your beliefs, and all these things about this journey that we're taught. And so letting go of your twin flame is letting go of the side of yourself that's been dysfunctional. And for you to then really get clear on who the future self is, what it is you desire, what it is you want, what's going to make you whole and complete. So at the end of the day, collecting these aspects through these experiences and why they keep returning. They keep returning because you are in a loop with them that's dysfunctional, that's keeping you in the loop because you're repeating your same pattern and you're staying in the past. You're staying connected to the old ways, the old self, all of the parts that don't serve you. When you then call back your power and you choose yourself and you choose to stand up in power and you choose to receive and you choose to set a boundary and you choose to get clear on who you are, and regardless of the label, the face, the experiences, you decide who it is you want to be with and you become who it is you want to be with. Then you actually begin to embody that version of yourself that will raise your frequency, raise your vibration to bring you a new experience. And therefore, that old experience cannot never align with you, and they'll stop returning. And they'll stop returning, or they'll move with you to the next level, the next layer, up that ascension ladder as you step forward into the new version. And until you release that version of you and you stop those old patterns, you cannot then bring in new experiences. So I had a really cool experience that happened to me this morning. I'm writing about all of these things in my new book that's going to be coming out in about January of 24. And I also was processing a lot of that information and going through this idea of, the rebirth process, and in the rebirth process of letting go of who we've been and deciding who we are. And then the book actually helps you with the tools and the resources to let go of that person and to embody and become, and teach you how to become that future version of yourself. So I happened to go outside, ran into a neighbor that was talking to another neighbor that I had never met this neighbor before, and I've lived here 8 years. Just before I go out, I had this concept, this drop-in that said, why do they keep returning? And they keep returning for this reason: to collect your wholeness, collect your fullness, collect you to all your parts, to collect your lost power with them so you can become that future version. And so I have talking to this new neighbor, and my other neighbor knew I was writing the book, and then the new neighbor that I just met's like, well, what are you writing about? And I told her, technically the rebirth of yourself. And she was like, oh my gosh, I just had this epiphany that's what I'm doing this morning. And she's like, she was so interested when I told her. She's like, oh my God, tell me where I can get it, when I can get it. And I said, well, it'll be about a year. I said, so we changed information so that way she can, know when it comes out. But the important fun part was the more we got to talking, which, by the way, I gave her a card deck of my Twin Flame Ascension card deck, which if you've not gotten it, you can check out the link above or below. But so I was came in, got a card deck, went out and gave it to her and said, this is actually the ascension version of what we're talking about. This is about you coming into the rebirth of yourself and that next version of you. And everyone's your mirror and you're collecting all these parts of yourself. And so she started telling me how she had had these conversations if somebody returned to her and how she realized she was collecting her parts from that. And she just said this, and she's like, I just had this morning, so the universe is aligning our connection at the perfect time. And this is exactly what I'm going through, and this is what I need. And there was a 10-year span, she said, that, she had basically lost a part of herself, or there was a part missing. And now these people, these men from her past, 2 of them, are returning at this time. And she said there's a part of her that kind of wanted to think, well, they're returning because maybe we're to be together. And she recognized that they were returning for her to collect the parts of her that she had lost throughout the timeline of them being gone. And she's like talking about how confirmation of my alignment, and she just had that thought and all this stuff going on about rebirth this morning, and I'm having this about why are they returning. And now we're having this conversation out in the front with our dogs, walking our dogs, and it's cold out. And we both talked about alignment, and the alignment of who you need in your path at the perfect moment, and trusting that that person shows up just like she showed up, just like we're mirrors for each other, for her confirming for me that me doing this video, the minute I got back in from walking, Champ was going to be about why do they keep returning? And she's telling me why they keep returning, and I didn't even ask her. And then, I'm showing her the other side and confirmation that she was on point with her rebirth and why they're returning. So you really can't make this stuff up. You really just have to learn to trust yourself, trust the process, trust the journey, and to know at the end of the day, you are the journey. And so you are collecting those parts of you've lost, and that's why they're returning. And until you collect the part, they're going to keep doing it. You're going to stay in the loop, and it's time to step out of the loop and step out of the dysfunction and to choose yourself and what you need. So I hope this has helped you. Make sure to let me know if you have any questions you'd like me to answer in this video series I'm doing on answering some of the most famous and important big questions that I get. Make sure to like, comment, share the shine. I'll see you in the next video. Namaste.